functioning as designed. We're streaming to the Twitch, and we're streaming to the YouTubes. Yeah. Ribbon that helps you get what out? Oh yeah, I've got that book. Yeah. I got you. Yep, I've got that thing over there on the shelf somewhere. Is mine in that slipcase? Yeah, nope. Actually, I took mine out of the box. If it's the book I think it is. I got a couple of Transmorphas books. Well, I'm glad to see that we're finally getting some, some publication. Yeah, I listened to it today. Okay, see us on Twitch. I read that comment. Funny. Well, I'm looking at YouTube. Where is the stream at? Oh, there we are. We're live. I do not have a Transformers field guide. Alright, so I don't see any frames dropping. What G1 character would that be? Cup? So it has my favorite one in there for sure. Well, Cup is always my favorite because he's the grumpy old man. No. That'd be two bots, one cup. I had to mute myself out. I could hear myself talking over here. Hey, Joey. I can hear you. So, as you may recall from last time, and by the way, Joey, we are streaming live, just for your awareness. Yeah, exactly. So the YouTube's automatically does a recording, and I think I am also, instead of using OBS because it had a weird format, I am going to funny. I am going to do the recording through Zoom because it. Plus, you get that, lovely little recording in progress. Yes. There you go. So I updated the date on the show notes. Did you guys want to add anything to what we have in here? Or you go into it and you just click and start typing, bro. Oh, okay. Are you on a computer? I assume you know how to computer. All right, Grandpa. So I don't know, Joey. At your age, are you considered a digital native? Yeah. One of the kids that grew up with the technology, like where it was commonplace. What was the youngest that you had a cell phone? Okay, well then I guess you're not a digital native. So here's a question for you. Have you ever used or owned or have you ever had a pager? Oh, you weren't? Well, you could have had it for work. I mean, you should. When he asks you if you're a doctor, you should tell him. You should tell him you're an aspiring amateur gynecologist. Ha 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 ha! Classic. It's not a podcast with Sean without at least one call from his girlfriend. Funny. You have a science project tonight? Oh, so you got a whole day to do his science project? Mm-hmm. Tea, tea candles. What? It's in the wall, man. You just pull it out of the wall. Hey, this is the Grumpy Old Fan podcast. Nature's going to be part of this. As I pointed out to Sean earlier, coughing and belching and maybe even farting is perfectly acceptable in the Grumpy Old Fan podcast. That's why you have a strong cup of coffee in the morning. Take care of that before you leave. That's true. I will say that. That is one of the advantages of working from home. You have your own private bathroom, your own private kitchen. Yeah, yeah. If if, if you have to fart, burp, you got an itchy nutsack, itchy butt, it doesn't matter. You're at home. You're gonna. It is right. Uh huh. Uh huh. You took a pay cut. You took a pay cut, dude. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, speaking of old man moments and taking pay cuts. So I'm on a couple of different medications because of my busted ass leg, and I'd run out of my nerve medication, and I knew it when I got up on Monday because my leg was like all itching, and I was just feeling tingly and out of sorts. Went up to the pharmacy, got my prescription. As I'm leaving, I go to roll up my window in the van, and I hear this clack, and then the window drops about halfway down. And then I try to get it to go back up, and it clack, and it just falls all the way down. I know, right? Hell, there's no windows back there. That's why you got the cage right behind you. They can stick their fingers through, but you know. And you could tease them with lollipops and stuff like that. Oh, this is what lured you in, but you ain't gonna get it. Anyway, I took it to my regular shop. I can give you a guess how much it's going to cost me to get that damn window. Pretty damn close, dude. Pretty damn close. Yep. You might be off by about 20 or 30 bucks. And of course, after the windshield's probably fine. It's the mechanism inside that went out. Yep. But it is a 11-year-old van now. Oh, like a front windshield. Yep. Well, sometimes it's covered by insurance, but yeah, I hadn't had to do something like that in a while. There was a school my wife was working at, and they had a baseball field nearby, and I don't remember. I think it was she might have been she was driving the car. It was a Ford Taurus, and one of the best cars ever in my opinion. It was a brown Ford Taurus. Anyway, the back window was busted out, and a baseball had gone through it. Yep. It was until I was going down Highway, what is it? Yeah, 12 in Dallas, and I'm tooling along, and then I'm coming up behind these cars, and I notice, that these cars aren't moving anymore. So I hit the brakes, and it was wet, and I went up sliding into the back of this lady's car. Turns out there were 6 other cars in front of her. They were all piled up. She was the last one in line. Yeah, I know it was me. She was getting out of her car at the moment that I rear-ended her, and she did not have her, and she didn't know. She was driving an SUV, and she did not have her hazard lights on. So yeah, but insurance always blames the last person in line, and I guess it was her lucky day, because otherwise it would have been her. Well, it is right at 7 o'clock U.S. Central Standard Time. Or are we in daylight savings time now? I always forget. Spring forward, fall back. Yep, it's daylight savings time. I wish daylight savings time would go away. Oh, I don't disagree. Yeah, Retailers Association are the ones that keep daylight savings time around. They like that extra daylight in the wintertime. Apparently, they've done research that shows it helps their businesses. Well, I mean, I guess. Um, yep, like I said, not that I could think of. Yeah, well, anytime we start doing a thing, it's always hard for us to undo the thing. So, yep, that's right. Just stop. Put the crack pipe down. But what else are they going to do on a Saturday night? It's true. Meth is the gateway drug to crack, or maybe it's the other way around. Either way, say nope to dope, kids. We probably should have some sort of disclaimer on this podcast. First Amendment. First Amendment warning. Things might get said. Yes. Yeah, we're looking to really cash in here, aren't we? Oh, for that movie? I watched that thing with my daughter. Um, so when I was getting that one mixed up with the Food of the Gods. You remember that one? Instead of giant rabbits, there was giant rats. But around from the same time. And I was disappointed that we didn't get one reference to Dr. McCoy, um, Star Trek or anything like that. I mean, you got DeForest Kelly right there. He's exactly. We gotta let people know what they're listening to, man. Meh. Are we on the internet? There I am. I see me on the. Oh wait, I'm there too, and I'm over here. I'm all over the internet. Don't download me. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Here we are. That's some out of him. Uh, yep. Oh, wait, wait. And miniatures. Lots of miniatures. You would occasionally see that where the rabbit would like cross over and do a thing. My favorite scene though is when the rabbits are coming at you, and then on the left hand side in the background, you can see there's a guy back there, and he's like shooing the rabbits. Uh huh. Kind of with the sideburns. Uh huh. And the hair. Hello, darling. I had on television as a kid. Yep. Oh yeah. Probably broadcast television in black and white. But yeah, it's been a long minute. It's been a long minute. But like I had gotten this one kind of mixed up and with another movie with giant rats called The Food of the Gods. So it was kind of a thing, huh? No, the rats ate the food of the gods, and then they got gigantic. They got ginormous. One of the things I noticed about these rabbits too is not only did they breed quickly, but they jumped in size rather quickly as well. Mm-hmm. No. Well, and I was thinking to myself, why didn't they gas them while they were at it? They. Mm-hmm. Yep. Had to shoot his horse right then and there. Mm. Gosh darn them rabbits. Well, a lot of the footage they used, I think, was like actual news footage from Australia and maybe someplace else. I don't, because they, they were very serious about it. It had kind of a stewardship of the land message to it, as far as like, keeping the balance. Coyotes. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. Rabbits are omnivores. Yep. Well, I mean, it takes a lot of energy to be a giant rabbit. Yeah, I mean, you know what, Sean? If you were as big as a Buick, if you were as big as a Buick, you'd eat what you want too, man. It would. It would take a lot. Uh huh. The other thing I thought was very improbable is how compliant people were to follow along from the drive-in movie theater to the drive-in movie theater. Exactly. And they tell them, "We're gonna go. You're gonna help us with the giant rabbits," and nobody bothered to question it. Of course, you don't want to get those rabbits in there. Mm, that's true. That or uh-huh. Just some rando living in a mine shaft. Uh, hey, old Pete had a card. It was fine. Oh man. Free range children, man. Free range children. You just cut them loose on a horse out in the Arizona desert. And let just nature take its course. Pretty much. That was actually my dad's philosophy on the weekend. He didn't care what we did as long as we didn't bother him. Mm. Well, yeah, you might have a car phone. Yeah, instead of a radio phone. Funny. They had very advanced technology. They had car phones there in Arizona. Had to call Mildred up, never connect you. But, probably around 76. Charlie's Angels. When did the original one come out? No, that's a movie, dude, from 2000. From 1976 to 81. Yeah, he would always talk to the, yep, who was a conference speaker. The original British TV show, The Avengers, also had car phones back in the 60s. It was called The Avengers. Yeah, it was a British TV series from the 60s. It's the one with, no, no, uh, Mr. Steed, John Steed, and Emma Peel. Yeah. But I remember their handler, he had a car phone. Bosley was Charlie's Angels, but okay. One show occurred in the 60s and one show occurred in the 70s, so I don't think that there would have gotten a crossover there. There you go. There you go. Missed opportunity, man. Missed opportunity. Yeah, the Avengers goes all the way back to 61, so it's contemporary to Doctor Who. Exactly. No, just the Doctor. Yep. And then it ended in 69. 1969. 1960. It's a bold idea. Oh my. Oh my. Well, I don't know what else to say about the Night of the Lepus except that it was lots of footage of rabbits. It was about an hour too long. Let's put it that way. 2 minutes worth, huh? Tell you what, you know what? If you want your rabbit, uh huh. It was for the special electric train that they had come through there. Well, it's 1972, though. Got to remember, this is pre-computerized. You know, you had to have guys, switch operators, and they had to be up high so they could see the train coming. Coming down the track. Uh huh. Then he shot his horse with. Mm hmm. Uh huh. Well, you. So what was it? 2 years later, Texas Chainsaw Massacre occurred. That's why you don't pick up hitchhikers, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Could be. A court. What, the Holy Grail? No, this is its 50th anniversary year. Yeah, they're doing like Fathom events type thing for it. So I watched a video on the 50th. Nope, I'm good. The 50th anniversary of the Holy Grail, and that actually references medieval lore, the killer rabbits. So thanks, Joey. Appreciate it. Anything goes. I forget. I for, that's true. It's true. It was a long time ago when that actually happened. Just bang it up. Mm-hmm. With big, nasty, pointy teeth. Mm, mm, mm. That's right. Gonna bang a couple of coconuts together. Do you know why they did that kind of stuff? 'Cause they didn't have any budget. Oh, well, Blazing Saddles was 74. Yeah, Blazing Saddles is an old one too. It's from, yep, 74. So Mel Brooks, and I'm trying to remember the comedian whose hair caught on fire. What was his name? Richard Pryor were the head writers on that movie. In fact, yep. And I think that Richard Pryor was originally supposed to play the Black Bart character. That movie was originally supposed to be called Tex X. It was going to be a mashup of a black exploitation film and a western, but they decided to change the title because they didn't want to get it have it be marginalized in theater releases. But that ending, possibly, yeah. Cleavon Little, I think, did a really good job as Bart. He did a great job. Whip this out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's definitely not a movie that could get made today. That's true. That's true. Different kind of satire, but yes. Mm. Funny. Okay, so Holy Grail came out the year after Blazing Saddles. And Blazing Saddles did have the free for all at the end of it. The reason that Holy Grail had the ending that it had is that they didn't have a budget for a big battle scene at the end. So they literally did a cop out. So the cops came in and arrested everybody. And now I remember where I learned all this from. It was from our the Transformers community, John Bailey, who does the Honest Trailers. Yep. Yep, they came out with it a week ago. I'll put a link in the chat if you guys are interested in looking at that one. I also put a link in the chat for a movie that is currently locked up in legal. It's called Kung Fury 2. Have you ever seen the original Kung Fury? Which is not it's not a full movie. The original Kung Fury is just like a movie trailer. But in that trailer, it's just like it's basically a spoof of sort of 1980s action like cop series, both TV shows and movies. But the sequel, which they have the full movie, it just hadn't been released. They have Schwarzenegger in it. Who else is in that movie? But I definitely recommend watching that Sizzler reel. It's pretty fun. I have seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Have you ever seen Kung Fu Hustle? Kung Fu Hustle. How about Black Dynamite? You have not seen Black Dynamite? That's a send up of black exploitation films. Yep. Have you ever seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? Yep. Have you actually ever seen the original Shaft or Shaft 2, Shaft in Africa? Or how about Superfly? How about Blackula? You seen Blackula? Have you seen Dolomite? Man, we need to get you educated in cinema, 70s cinema. Yep, black exploitation films. Have you ever seen Cotton Comes to Harlem? Man, yeah, that one has Dr. Bill Cosby in it. Mother, Jugs, and Speed. Yep, yep. The Cause. James Earl Jones is a garbage man? Yep. Was it before he was Thulsa Doom? No, I don't. I don't. See your enemies driven before you, and hear the lamentations of the women. Conan. I'm assuming you've seen Conan the Barbarian. Have you seen Conan the Destroyer? That one's terrible. I have. That one's not very good either. Yeah, the original Conan was the best one, and it was pretty good. It had Grace Slick in it. That's one thing I could tell you. Yep. Speaking of Schwarzenegger films, have you ever seen um, Hercules in New York? That's the one where they dubbed. That's the one where they dubbed over Schwarzenegger's voice because he had such a thick Australian accent. Oh, it's super rare, man. I haven't seen any of those Terminator films. They're too rare. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Blue Thunder. Yep, with Roy Scheider. Uh huh. Uh huh. Well, welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Uh huh. You would. I mean, you had to escape from New York. And then there was an escape for L.A. as well, wasn't there? Yep. Yeah. So my daughter's seen most of those movies with me, and she knows who McCready is because her favorite film is The Thing. The theory is that every character that oh man, I'm getting old. Uh, Kurt Russell plays. They're all like related to McCready in some way from The Thing. So he's like either a shapeshifter who's taken a form and is living on, because at the end of The Thing, you're not sure, is he The Thing or is he McCready, that kind of thing. But yeah, Snake Plissken is McCready just living on, as The Thing. Oh yeah. Ooh. Have you ever seen The Class of 1984, which was made in 1982? So 1984. Yep. So it's along the line of that sort of 1980s young punks running wild type movies. But I saw that trailer when I was a kid, when I was 12, and I knew it was set in high school. And I was like, oh my God, high school looks like hell. I was like deathly afraid. So I had seen this trailer. And you got to remember, in '82, I was all of 12 years old. So when I transferred from one school to another in the seventh grade, um, Northwest had the junior high and the high school in the same building at the same time. So you had junior high kids, seventh and eighth graders going to school with seniors in the same building. And this was during the height of that whole punk era. And I thought I'd actually gone to that school that I saw in the movie trailer of 1984. Fortunately for me, like a week or so later, they moved all the high schoolers into the new high school building that they had just built. And it was just our junior high. Um, yeah, small districts. We do. Later from Decatur. Yeah. That's where all the inventors come from. So if there is anybody actually tuning in and you want to know about the local school districts, and what part of Alabama are we talking about, boys? Morgan County. What's that near? Alabama. It's near the, was it, missile base? Oh, south of Huntsville. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Dang. Mm-hmm. That's almost the way Northwest was as well. Total, yeah. Tiny town. That's right. It may have shown into the erudite mind than he is today. Yeah, so Northwest at the time was the largest, uh, like area wise, school district in the state of Texas. It was about 20 miles long, pretty much the entire corridor of Highway 114 from Roanoke, Texas, actually the edge of Southlake, Texas. So it included Trophy Club and Roanoke. And then you had kind of a vast expanse of nothing. And then you had the school. And then another vast expanse of nothing until you got to Rome. And then there were two communities to the north and the south, not more than maybe, yes, all the way to Italy. Rhome, Rome, Rome, Texas. So anywho, um, the north side of Justin, when Justin was in there, where they make Justin boots. No, they didn't actually make them there. They make them Fort Worth. But on the other side of that, there was a town called Ponder. They had their own school district. And then on the south end, there was another town. I'm trying to remember what it was called, but it had its own, huh? Boston. That's right. Boston, they had their own school district too. That's why it's a bunch of geniuses over there. They're raising all sorts of, inventors. No, 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 no. That's the daughter's boyfriend. It's at least one degree of separation there. That's true. That's true. Let's just all agree that all the Michael Bay universe movies are trash, and he's just justifying something that he probably did in his personal life. Because the director demands it. The director demands it. Maybe. Jeez Louise. I mean, it's a possibility. I wouldn't doubt it for a minute. But that district had everybody from the trophy club side, which was a country club estate. So you had, kids whose parents may have been doctors, lawyers, airline pilots, things like that. And then you had kids who lived in the country whose parents were farmers, ranchers, and then kids whose lived in trailer parks whose daddies were rock haulers and their moms were waitresses. So it made for an interesting collection of students. Kind of like you were saying, is the whole county. I mean, not the whole county off Tarrant County. That would be quite a lift. Yeah, pretty much. But a very similar dynamic. I do remember there's one group of kids who call themselves the Warlords. I'm assuming they got that from some movie they saw. They were the gang there on campus. Most of those were the kids that you saw in auto shop, and you never really saw them again after we all got like to be juniors in high school. Most of them were gone by then. Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope. They were dead or in jail or got a job. So, yep. Well, I don't know what job you get being dead. Oh, I don't know if haunting jails pays well. Well, I would think so. It's a 20-year-old horse. I'm surprised it bred at all. Oh man, it's I don't know if you guys ever seen Half Baked. Nope. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. So in the movie, one of the characters winds up getting thrown in jail for uh, something weed related, and he encounters Nasty Nate, as the character was called in the shower. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What was that? I'm trying to figure out who played by a guy named Rick Demas. Anyway, the character who's being menaced by Nasty Nate is protected by Chong of Cheech and Chong fame. That's right, man. Yeah, Cheech and Chong are making a new movie, man. Did you know that? Hey, man, gonna make a new movie. Dave's not here, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember seeing a couple of their movies. There was really only one of them I thought was even worth watching again was Nice Dreams. And hey, that's not a Cheech and Chong movie, man. That's just a Cheech movie. Yeah, he was on there for quite a while too. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yep, Don Johnson. What are you talking about? Of Don Johnson? Of Don's Johnson? Why are you sending you sending gifts of Don's Johnson, man? What's the Grail? And don't you dare say it's Don's Johnson. No. Oh, okay. Silverhawks. Yeah, the ship. Yeah. How big is that thing? Because yeah. Oh, so does it split apart? They are, although metal is real too. But sure. So I get it. It rhymes. It rhymes. So does it, the ship? It breaks into parts, doesn't it? Like has like compartments that come off the ship. Yep. I remember it from the trailer from the cartoon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they need the ship for long hauls, man. They need the ship for long hauls. Oh, that's true. It's true. Bluegrass piloted the ship, didn't he? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, and the guitar. Yep, he played metal style too. He had a cowboy hat, but he played like metal style. Nice. How much they asking for something like that? Oh, somewhere in Europe, but not Britain because they use the pound. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, you want to make sure it's well packed. So it costs you almost $1,000 basically. Mm-hmm. Sure. Why not? What's money for if you don't spend it? So what oh yeah, no doubt. I mean it would be nice, but So what do you do with the box in that situation? You display it too? Cuz that's a big box, man. I mean, I know you got some family pictures back there over your shoulder. Those would have to go. You'd have to put the box there. Oh, you have some more shelf space up there? Got a little sun in. Well, it's true. He's gonna have to put a sheet over those toys. Yeah, we've never seen up that high, man. Oh, nice. All the way to the ceiling. I love the lighting, dude. I mean, that's really. Now, here's a question for you. Is it like overtly bright in your office? So it's got a nice, like, indirect light. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, never seen that side of the room. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. Funny. So is that a print or a puzzle? Nice. Absolutely. The missus. Anthropomorphic bulldog. I see you got a guardian robot on the floor back there. Because he's too big. Well, that's the first time I've heard it. So, what would you say is the most you've ever spent on any single toy? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The HasLab Unicron says like $600. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, the Bay movies definitely got the public back into Transformers. Oh, because they actually published the prices based on what retailers said that they were charging for them. Yeah. Uh huh. Oh yeah. Toy Fair and Wizard both. People would have trashed out, ragged out comics, and they would look in Wizard and think they had, just money sitting there on the table waiting. Nope, nope. I don't know how many people's houses I went to. Do what now? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it created an entire speculation market, which crashed it. Yeah. Yep. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Well, I mean, speculators did the damage. I mean, it's like anything else. People, in part, because they wanted to sell magazines. Yeah. Oh yeah, you stole all your Wizard magazines. I saw his dog ass. All right. So I guess here's the next question I would ask. You said that one was in Europe. Where's the farthest away would you say you've ever purchased a toy from like another person? Where? Yeah. So you've gotten things from Europe before? European Transformers? Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking like Thunder Clash or something like that. Oh yeah. That comes from Britain anyway. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. So they didn't abuse their toys. Yeah, I've had. Hey, have you ever ordered any from Japan, like through Mondraki or something like that? Well, that would probably win for distance right there. Those kids took pretty good care of their toys too. Nice. It's a gift. We're talking about what, around 98, 97, 98. Yeah, because I know that there were Beast Wars 2 toys under Beast Wars here in the U.S. in 97, and then Beast Wars 2 was in 98. So, what's the most you ever spent on a toy, Sean? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 350. Yep, yep. I had Sean do me the favor of ordering mine, and I had to pay him back later because of the deadline. No, I paid you, dude. Yeah, I guess that one's. Yeah, they kill me with these 1 month or 6 week deadlines on some of these things. Like well, and part of the reason I put Skybound in the show notes is I wanted to kvetch about how it was such a short window. But apparently they're taking, I guess, orders on that series of books. Um, like you can still back the project. That's a good question, dude. I don't know. I mean, they got 4.6 million pledged with 11,000 backers. You think they'd get a lot more people to buy it if they would just put it out on the market. Maybe they will later. Yeah. Well, you can get the PDF version of it and just read it on your phone or something. But yeah, the only thing I'll do that is like something if I want to read it like at bedtime. Like I'm reading. Yeah, she reads it to me. Uh huh. It's funny you should say that because I used to read whatever comics I was reading at the time to her to put her to sleep, bore her to sleep. But nah, I've been reading One Punch at bedtime there for a while. But yeah. So what's the farthest you ever gotten something? Japan, I'm guessing. Yeah. Same here. Same here. Yep. Well, other than the one that I paid Sean for, Lyle Kaiser, I paid 250 for Shockwave, and it came Shockwave, the Radio Shack Shockwave. Yeah, G1. Um, it came in the box with the battery and all the electronics work. Nope. Mm-mm. It was a original Radio Shack battery. Yep. A couple of years ago. Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. Sure. Mm-hmm. Just spinning it either way. Yeah, that's what I want. Funny. So what was your first CD, Joey? I mean, you got the player with the Backstreet Boys. I was gonna say the Fat Boys, but because Joey just strikes me as the kind of guy that was totally into rap. Buck Owens, the Carpenters. Man, your folks were squares, Daddy O. Oh yeah, yeah. This is my med kit. And yeah, if my hands get dry, absolutely, they do, especially in the wintertime. So there's aquifer because I was using a walker there for a while. I had like really like my like right here was getting calloused. I did have a rosy palm. I don't know what I don't know about that, but no, I did not shave my palms today. They're extra hairy. You notice I'm getting because it's 8 o'clock. It's time for me to take my meds. So this is the most grumpy old fan thing you're ever gonna see. So I got a muscle relaxer and I got a nerve relaxer and I got a couple of Advil in here. So one of these is methocarbamol. It's got extra meth in it. And one of them's called gabapentin, which makes it gabby. Don't do drugs, kids. For a hip injection? And what is this for? Oh. So you gonna have hip surgery there, Grandpa? Good Lord. So they can give you a titanium hip? Wow. You're you're just too hip to be square, man. You're hip? Joe Lanta? Oh wow. What? Ooh. Not to be mean, Sean, but did they recommend you lose some weight? Okay. Just so so has it bothered you more or less as time has gone? Okay, well, I'm just saying mitigating factors. This is true. That would be a problem. I was gonna. Oh wow. That's part of the reason why your hip hurts. Yeah, no, you don't have to run. You just bang into other people. Ooh. Did you use the Riker move? The Riker movement is that what helped your hips? The Riker maneuver. That's right. My trombone. All right, don't harass women, kids. It's wrong. That's going to be the only warning that anybody gets in this show. No, Bigfoot and Wild Boy. Speaking of which, I think that those episodes are from the Sid and Marty Krofft Super Show, not from the actual Bigfoot and Wild Boy TV show. They do like two parters. No, 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 no. So it originally you watched the entire Yeti series, which was two episodes. Yep, yep. Uh huh. So, and where you watched it, I watched the same thing on Archive. That tells you how popular it is. When the only place you can find it is on a place that's archiving it for posterity. Um, those are all from the Sid and Marty Krofft Super Show. So it's a cliffhanger. You get the first part of the story, and then you get like almost like a 5 minute recap. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Well, but oh, that's funny. I didn't notice that. I thought we saw the monster in the first episode, the first part. Oh, I gotcha. Right, 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 right. Well, you got to keep you hooked, man. Yeah. Well, we'll discuss, next time we're on, which maybe in a week or maybe in 2 weeks, depending. Okay. So how much are they selling Perceptor for at Ollie's? Oh, that's a good deal. You know what? I am trying to remember if I actually own that thing or not because I do have a Perceptor and it looks a lot like what you're showing. Now, is that a reissue of the original G1 toy? Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah. I mean, I have the G1 toy, but I wouldn't mind having another one. That particular design. Well, a lot of those too, I just display them in the box on top of a shelf over here because I already have examples of those toys that exist. In my. But yeah, it's always nice to have them again. Now, I'm assuming no chrome. No chrome. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Why can't they chrome stuff anymore? Shh. Yeah. Well, there you go. So it's doable. Uh, so to circle back around earlier, Sean, you were saying 250 seemed like too much. So I'm looking at an Astro Magnum up on eBay that's been up there for years. By the way, I've been watching it for years, and they just don't go down on the price on this thing. But they're wanting $500 for it, and it's in the box too. Sure, that makes sense. No, I got you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, this one's got the hose looks good, and that's the other thing about mine. The hose isn't cracked. Um, oh wow. Right by your house, dude. And don't get on the keyboard. Don't get on the keyboard. Don't get on the keyboard. This is the little lug. Oh, say hi, Cricket. Now she's being, yeah, exactly. She's being shy. Yeah, I thought I had cat proofed the backyard to keep them in, but nope. Cricket's figured a way to get out. She likes to walk along the fence and lord it over the other cats. Because cats can. Well, it's nice and warm. Well, that's what dogs do, man. You're working for him. He ain't working for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it's a dog's life, man. It's a dog's life. Well, I mean, you used to have a smaller dog around there, didn't you? I guess so. So you only have one now? Oh, so that's your original dog. Is he a good boy? No? Does he tear up stuff? Like shoe Optimus Primes? Good Lord. So you had a Great Dane in the house too, huh? Nope, that makes sense. Once it hits the floor, it becomes her property. So yeah, I mean, you guys can watch as many or a few episodes of that show that you feeling. All right. Well, was there more than one, more than two? Okay. All right. Very good. I think it pretty much. There. Yes, they packed a lot in. They did pack a lot. Yeah. So, oh, funny. So here's a question, Joey. Do you have TikTok? You have YouTube, right? All right. So I'm looking for the link I could send you that has this Galactic Man, huh? Yeah, I guess I don't have Galactic Man uploaded to my YouTube channel. I guess I need to do that. I don't know, dude. I don't know. So here, Yeah, I saw that. I appreciate that. Joey was on Instagram for a while. Are you still on Instagram, Joey? Well, then you're on Instagram. That's kind of the way that works. If you got an account, you're on. Well, there you go. Object permanence goes away when you get past a certain age, I guess. All right. Oh my goodness. So I'm I did not. Oh wow. Oh wow. Getting getting raunchy over there on the SNL. Uh huh. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, he's on a whole bunch of different shows. Kind of a character actor. Yep. Walter Goggins was in the second Ant-Man movie. Oh yeah. I'm just thinking about. Let's see here. He does. He wants to be on the internet. Careful, steal your soul. It's a camera. But yeah, I want to say that pretty much all my Beast Wars 2 figures came from Japan. And I got one. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you might be able to get them from other places. Yeah. Yeah. They did distribution for that in Korea. I know there were a lot of high end Korean knockoffs because I have an Optimus G1 Optimus Prime. It's a high end Korean knockoff. Hmm. Interesting. Well, I know the Optimus Prime that I have is a knockoff because the way the box is cut. But I guess it's always possible that it was just a Korean market Optimus Prime too, because it's in really. I mean, it's not obvious that it's a knockoff. It's real high quality. The only other foreign country I've bought from is I got a G1 Scourge that came from Israel, of all places. So, yep, I got that one through eBay. Could have gotten there any number of ways, I suppose. Do what? I want to say around the same time I knew you on Twitter. From you. Funny. Oh, I forgot. If you if you look at my Instagram, Sean, you'll see the if you didn't already like it, the Megatron crocodile. One of them. Kylie's got one of them, and I've got one of them too. I'm gonna get Optimus Prime, Batimus Prime, Optimus Primal, whatever you want to call him. She's got one as well. Yep. Actually, that was the one that I took pictures of. I've got some of her G. So I bought her. She was always into the Beast Wars figures, so I bought her a bunch of Beast G1 Beast Wars figures. I guess you call it G1. Anyway, I got them on Craigslist several years ago, but they wound up in my collection because she didn't have space for them in college, and she's just never reclaimed them. I've told her they're here if she wants them, but I've got Optimus Primal, Wolfang, Cheetor, and Rhinox, and Dinobot. And Wolfang does have his mask, and so does Optimus Primal, but the other ones are missing their. Oh, nope, I take that back. Cheetor, he has his mask too. So the Rhinox and Dinobot are missing their monster mask, whatever they called them. Yep. Mutant heads, that's right. Yeah, I'm not sure what the purpose of that was. I don't think we ever saw it in the fiction. Oh. Of Dinobot? Black Arachnia? Oh, okay. Well, it was the same figure, right? Tarantulas and Black Arachnia were the same mold. Yeah. Yeah. Were the same mold. Well, Cheetor, I think, originally was supposed to be not a cheetah, but a panther. Oh, okay. And they also use the Cheetor mold for Ravage as well, I think, didn't they? Ah, I'd be surprised if you don't. I've got to. Oh, yeah, I know that was a thing there for a while, but I've never seen one. So he's a bigger, badder Dudicus. And it's the exact same mold, or more or less the same design. Uh huh. So they just scaled it up, so both width and height. Uh huh. That was a movie, wasn't it? I thought so. Rick Moranis? No. They got embiggened. That's not right either. Uh, don't embiggen the kids. So the link that I sent you for that Galactic Man, like most of the videos I have on TikTok do pretty well. That one has the fewest views of any of the videos. And the reason is that TikTok, um, no, not just, I sent it to you via Instagram. I don't have it posted on YouTube, but I'll take care of that. Well, you know where to find my channel. You were just there, dude. I can send you a link to it too. All right, I'll send you a link there. You just got to scroll down the page till you see it, but that's fine. Poor Eeyore. Damn, I got a lot of shit in here. I know, right? So I'm just too sexy. Yes. Let's see. Too sexy. But yes, so many cats. But if you look at that toy, you can figure out pretty quickly why TikTok suppressed it. Because their algorithm mistook the content. Let's put it that way. Yeah, exactly. I contend that that is Shockwave's Party Monster cousin, and he's a secret member of Kiss Players. Yeah. Huh. I would imagine not. No, smaller target, I guess. Well, yeah, that's part of it. Their lawyers are telling them not to do it because it's their lawyer's job to protect the company from lawsuits. Huh. Well, I'll just say that lawyers ruin everything. You just have to have a sympathetic jury. That's all it takes. Oh, yeah, I got one. Yeah, the green one. Yeah. No, their Nerf guns look like real guns, too. They got different lawyers on the Transformer side of Hasbro than the Nerf side of Hasbro. I can only assume. There you go. There you go. And people will just be pissed that it's not a real, a real airsoft gun. Huh. Oh, yeah, it is. N- Not necessarily that it will happen. I just go back to it's just their lawyers, you know. Huh? That somebody got shot with a Megatron? Oh, I never heard that at all. That somebody had gotten shot with a Megatron toy. Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna have problems. Turns out the police don't like it when people point guns at them. Quite frankly, I don't know if anybody likes it when people point guns at them. Oh, do you? You crazy that way? Uh, no, I didn't say no. You can't resist me, baby. Oh, those smoking jubilees. Oh man, that movie actually does not hold up very well. Uh, yeah, it was funny in the moment, but it leaned a little too much into being set in the 1990s. So you, oh yeah. They wound up dating themselves by pointing out that things from the 60s were dated. Baby back ribs. That's another weird character too. Fat bastard. I have. Yep, it was Saddam in hell, and I think one of the TV show was Hitler in hell. Good times. I didn't know they had a royal family in Canada. Uh huh. It's a break with tradition. You have to blame Canada. Well, they had always set up Canada jokes early with was it Terrence and Phillip, and then what was it Ike, his little brother, kick the baby, his adopted brother from Canada, and their arms fly around. Oh yeah, you can watch it on. I think it was on HBO or maybe it is on Paramount. Yeah. Nah. Late '90s, because there was the original Christmas card where Santa battles against Jesus. Uh huh. He's brown and green. and he comes from you. Sometimes he's corny, and sometimes he's nutty. My wife hates that whenever because because I earworm her with Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. Howdy ho, everybody! Stan needs to keep his hand out of the toilet. Oh, yeah? Oh, wow. Charlie Brown. Hey, you say good grief. Charlie Brown. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Uh, so, was it John Lovitz playing this critic character, or the critic? It stinks. I'm not dead yet. Would you believe? Yeah. He had a lot of great characters on there. Jebediah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Taryn yep, kill him. Something. Oh, I know the guy who would always play Satan. Yep. Bill Hader was another one that was on during that time. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. I think so. I was just putting my Galactic Man video up on the YouTubes. You may go ahead and stop recording. Yeah, yeah, yes. Bigfoot and Wild Boar. Out of the American Northwest comes the immortal Bigfoot. Yep, just randomly on the streets. The the 25-year-old wild boy. No, didn't even give her any credits. Nope. No, I looked it up. The actor was actually about 22 at the time. Uh. All right, well, save this content for next time. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna stop the stream as if though anybody was watching.